Alistair Black, the newest member of the Judgement Day in WWE, John Cena should be replaced in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Why hasn't Becky Lynch returned to WWE yet? Big E moves on from WWE. Logan Paul denied entry into a country. Michael Cole leaks WWE has cut ties with backstage names. Liv Morgan finally comes clean about Jade Cargill. Dominik Mysterio uncertain about his status in the Judgement Day. Let's dive right in. John Cena should be replaced in the men's Elimination Chamber match. John Cena is one of the biggest stars in WWE history. He debuted on the main roster in 2002 and won his first world title in 2005. From that time onward, he remained a massive name in the company. Unfortunately, Cena's career is wrapping up this year. He aims to have his last match in December. Before then, however, Cena is looking to win the men's Elimination Chamber match on March 1st. Surprisingly, that has become a source of a lot of controversy among fans. Unlike the other 5 men set to enter the bout, Cena did not win a qualifying match to earn his spot. Instead, he flexed his tenure and star power to claim one of the 6 spots despite a significant ongoing losing streak. To some fans, Cena doesn't deserve to be part of the men's Elimination Chamber match. Let's take a look at 4 stars who arguably deserve to be in the bout over Cena given his recent win-loss record and his lack of effort at qualifying for the bout. Number 1, AJ Styles could certainly qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match. AJ Styles has had quite the pro wrestling career. Before joining WWE, he wrestled in numerous top companies. In fact, AJ even competed in World Championship Wrestling before the company ceased operations in 2001. The Phenomenal One has done a lot in WWE and pro wrestling as a whole. He has held mid-card titles, world titles, and tag team gold. He has also been the ace of TNA Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and, of course, World Wrestling Entertainment. While John Cena didn't qualify for a spot in the men's Elimination Chamber match, there is little doubt AJ would have. In fact, by beating Dominik Mysterio on Raw, it could be argued he already did more to earn a spot than Cena did. Number 2, Braun Breaker likely wants to become a double champion in WWE. Braun Breaker is the son of WWE Hall of Famer Rick Steiner and the nephew of Scott Steiner. He has already had a great beginning to his career, being a 2-time NXT champion, a 1-time NXT Tag Team champion, and a 2-time Intercontinental champion. He has done a ton in his young career with no signs of slowing down. The big bad booty nephew is currently enjoying his second reign as the WWE Intercontinental champion. He regained the title by defeating Jey Uso, the very same man who temporarily beat him for the belt to begin with. Breaker is young, a champion, and wins a ton of matches. There is no doubt he'd make a splash in the men's Elimination Chamber match if given a chance. Plus, he'd likely love to try to go on and win the world title from Cody Rhodes and become a double champion. Only a few stars have managed to do that with singles gold. Number 3, Jimmy Uso entering the bout could lead to an incredible story. Jimmy Uso spent the bulk of his career in WWE, known for being one half of the Usos, alongside his twin brother Jay. He has also been a key player in the Bloodline saga over the years. There is a story to be told with Jimmy Uso in the men's Elimination Chamber match. His brother Jay won the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match and will battle Gunther at WWE WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight title. In theory, Big Jim could try to replicate that success via an Elimination Chamber win. If Jimmy were in the bout over Cena, he could potentially win the match and then battle Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. The weekend could then close with both members of the Usos holding world titles. That story is better than whatever Cena likely does. Number 4, LA Knight is a big star left out of the bout. LA Knight is one of WWE's most popular stars. His popularity surged out of nowhere not long after Triple H took over the creative direction of the company, and Knight changed from Max Dupree to the man fans know and love today. The megastar is seemingly focused on regaining the WWE United States title. He had a great reign with the belt before losing it to Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, he seemingly wants to get the belt back, but it feels as if he's just spinning his wheels. Instead of Knight being focused on the US title, he should be part of the men's Elimination Chamber match. Given his star power, it seems like a bizarre decision to exclude him from the bout. Knight would be much more fitting than Cena, especially since he's full-time and John is part-time. Why hasn't Becky Lynch returned to WWE yet? Becky Lynch has been absent from WWE TV since May last year. Since then, the WWE Universe has been abuzz with anticipation, eagerly awaiting her homecoming. WrestleMania season is in full swing, but the man has not yet returned to the company. Her absence on this year's road to WrestleMania has left fans baffled, causing a flurry of speculation and rumors. A potential reason Becky Lynch is still on hiatus is due to a lack of creative plans at the moment. It was recently reported that the former Women's World world champion, has signed a new deal with the Stamford-based promotion. However, Triple H may have yet to sketch the roadmap of her creative direction, and the company is seemingly waiting for the right moment. Another possible reason why Big Time Bex hasn't come back yet is due to her potential involvement in other ventures outside of WWE. Wrestling veteran Bill Apter recently stated that Lynch is currently involved in a project related to the entertainment industry. While the specifics are unclear, this could be a factor that is delaying her WWE return. However, these are currently speculations as there have been no conclusive reports of the ongoing situation. The man is soon expected to wrap up her other commitments and come back to the Stamford-based promotion, with the show of shows just 2 months away. Becky Lynch is WWE's one of the biggest stars and a trailblazer in the company. Her prolonged absence from the women's division has left the roster void of a megastar. However, the WWE Universe can sigh a collective breath of relief as her homecoming is seemingly on the horizon. Big Time Bex could likely make her thunderous return on the Raw after Elimination Chamber at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. Just as the company wraps up the last premium live event before WrestleMania 41, it would mark the final stage in the buildup of the feuds and storylines for the show of shows. This will be the best time for WWE to bring Becky Lynch back and start building a potential feud for the man for the year's biggest annual extravaganza. Hence, the March 3rd edition of Monday Night Raw could be where Lynch's theme song once again echoes in a WWE arena. It will be quite interesting to see what Triple H has in store for Becky as WWE heads to WrestleMania 41. Her homecoming will certainly cause ripples in the women's division. Big E moves on from WWE. WWE superstar Big E recently teased a major career shift outside the world of professional wrestling. The former New Day star also talked about why he didn't join MMA despite wrestling in high school. After setting several personal records in powerlifting, Big E joined World Wrestling Entertainment in 2009 and went on to make a huge name for himself by winning several titles, including the WWE Championship. However, the 38-year-old last stepped inside the ring on the March 11th, 2022 edition of SmackDown, where he suffered a brutal neck injury and hasn't wrestled since. During a recent interview with Kevin Iole on his YouTube channel, Big E was asked if he ever thought about joining MMA because of his incredible physical build. The former New Day member replied that he didn't think about joining the sport because of his height. Big E added that he loved MMA and also wrestled in high school, but he believed he couldn't become an elite wrestler. Man, no, not once. So, mind you, I am maybe 5'11", I'm about 255, so, as far as MMA fighting, like Stefan Struve is a 7-foot fighter at heavyweight. You have guys like Daniel Cormier, who was able to do it around my height, but you're talking about one of the best American wrestlers of the last, 10 to 15 to 20 years. So, as much as I love the sport, I wrestled in high school. I never was enough of an elite wrestler or an elite striker. I never got into striking to think, hey, I can really make a go of this. But I'm an avid fan. I love watching the fights. MMA and boxing, he said. The former WWE champion also teased a huge career shift, saying that he wanted to be a part of the entertainment side of combat sports and wanted to be the one doing the intros. And now I'm getting to be involved. My job, as far as my participation in combat sports, I want to be the one doing the intros. I want to be the one being involved with the entertainment side of the sport. But I have so much respect for the fighters. They have the heart that honestly I don't have, he added. Big E recently took to Instagram to send a message after it was revealed that he would be the voice behind the Bulldozer character in the new animated series, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, on Disney+. The former WWE champion sent a message to his mother and dropped details about the show. Mama, I made it to it Marvel. You can hear me now. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is now airing on at Disney+ with new episodes premiering on Wednesdays, he wrote. It remains to be seen what WWE star Big E has planned for a potential career in the world of mixed martial arts. Logan Paul denied entry into a country. Logan Paul has now been denied entry into a country. The government specifically said he could not come. Paul released a vlog in which he was backstage during WWE Raw and filmed the week as a whole. At one point, he talked about how the government had denied him entry into Egypt. He said that he had asked if he could go with Mr. Beast for his video about the pyramids there. Mr. Beast agreed, but later told him that the government had said that Paul could not come. Logan Paul was confused about why he could not come, given that he had never been to Egypt. Mr. Beast uploaded a new video called Exploring the Pyramids or something, and I love the pyramids. I was like, Jimmy, can I come? Then a week later he called me and was like, dude, unfortunately, the Egyptian government said that you can't come, otherwise we can't come. I was like, wait, what? I know I pee people off, but the Egyptian government? I've never even been to Egypt. What can I come to Egypt, Jimmy? He said, I don't know. The government specifically said you are the only person who cannot come on this trip. Paul said. After Logan Paul visited the Aokigahara forest in Japan, where he filmed insensitive content, he received much backlash and even banned his YouTube account for a while. He was also rumored to be banned from entering Japan. However, he has since said he is not banned from entering the country. He has set a rule that he will go there only if he is invited back. I've never said this before, but my rule was that if I went back, I'd like to be invited back, and I have not gotten the invite yet. My best bet is the WWE. I'd be a real heel there, he said. Michael Cole leaks WWE has cut ties with backstage names. Michael Cole recently opened up about Go Away Heat and revealed that WWE let go of its employees due to their unpopularity in the locker room. However, Cole did not mention any names, merely saying they were announcers. Cole is one of the longest tenured members of WWE today, and his association with the company began nearly 3 decades ago in 1997. He started his career as a backstage interviewer, and over the years, has risen through the ranks to become its most respected commentator. In addition to his duties on Raw, Cole also serves as the vice president of announcing for the company. Michael Cole recently sat down for a career-spanning conversation with Logan Paul on his Impulsive podcast. At one point in the interview, the veteran commentator mentioned that WWE cut its association with a few announcers recently because nobody backstage was impressed with their work. Then they have what we say go away heat. They just consider it's a bad character, it's a bad product, it's a bad person on the air. We had some announcers that just didn't work out, and you could go online, and 99% of the people hated them, Michael Cole said. Elsewhere in the chat, Michael Cole discussed how, in the initial few years of his WWE career, fans didn't take kindly to him because of his non-wrestling background. Cole added that he eventually earned the respect of his viewers due to his sheer dedication to the craft. When I first started my career here, one of the reasons the fans hated me because I wasn't a professionally wrestling announcer. But I just think over the years they've come to respect the work ethic, and they also understand that, to your point, I've been a soundtrack for a couple of different generations now, said Cole. Apart from his on-screen duties, Michael Cole serves as a mentor to the up-and-coming announcers today, with many crediting him for their success. Liv Morgan finally comes clean about Jade Cargill. Liv Morgan has commented on whether or not she's responsible for the attack on Jade Cargill. The Storm has been out of action since November last year after she was taken out backstage. She was hospitalized and hasn't been seen since. Bianca Belair, her tag team partner, replaced her with Naomi, and they've successfully defended the Women's Tag Team Championship several times. On Raw this week, the champions confronted Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez as they accused them of injuring Jade Cargill. During a recent appearance on No Contest Wrestling, Liv Morgan denied any involvement in the attack. She said it was a huge misunderstanding and didn't deserve what Bianca and Naomi did to her. In the history of Liv Morgan, there's not been one time when I didn't scream and brag about whatever I had just done. How many times did I scream I stole Rhea's man? How many times did I scream I retired Becky Lynch? I think that this is a huge misunderstanding. I think that beatdown was highly unwarranted. But I was there, she said. It has already been confirmed that Charlotte Flair will challenge Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania 41. This means Rhea Ripley's opponent will be the winner of the Chamber match. On Raw's Netflix premiere, Mommy won the title by dethroning the Judgement Day member. Morgan has another opportunity to take back what was once hers. If she defeats the 5 other women in the Elimination Chamber match, she and Rhea Ripley will get to reignite their rivalry at the grandest stage of them all. It won't be easy getting past names like Bianca Belair and Bayley in the Chamber, so Liv will have to find a way if she wants to win. Dominik Mysterio, uncertain about his status in the Judgement Day. Dominik Mysterio has made some emotional confessions about his status on Judgement Day. He's also named the WWE star causing issues. Mysterio appeared on the Battleground podcast to discuss Finn Balor and his issues. He also expressed uncertainty about his status on Judgement Day. During the podcast, he was asked about his status in the group hierarchy, to which Dominik Mysterio replied that he was not the leader, and that the thing about the new Judgement Day was that there were no leaders. Everyone was supposed to work together. He admitted that Finn Balor had caused issues and problems by acting up now and then. He admitted that his status on Judgement Day was uncertain. He didn't know what to say, and he said the times were unpredictable for the faction. The thing about this new Judgement Day was that there was no leaders. There is no leaders. That's kind of been our thing. I don't know, man. Sometimes it's hard to say because we have Finn acting up every now and then. As far as it goes with this Judgement Day, I don't really know. I feel like it's kinda, you got me there, Dominik said. There has been regular tension in Judgement Day, primarily between Dominik Mysterio and Finn Balor, but also, at times, between the young Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Although he and Morgan appear to be on the same page again, Balor's interactions with the group have not always been positive. Dominik was responsible for getting Balor a shot at the Elimination Chamber match, and Balor said he would win his match against Seth Rollins. Ultimately, the Architect won, and Baylor lost his chance to compete at WrestleMania for a title shot. Baylor also rejected adding new members to the group, so tension is rife at the moment. Alistair Black, the newest member of the Judgement Day in WWE. WWE Raw's Judgement Day has been going through a mini crisis of late. The excitement among fans for the faction's work has been dropping slowly, and some new members might be needed to turn things around and bring the faction to relevance back again. The past couple of weeks, after JD McDonough was sidelined with an injury, Dominik Mysterio has been trying to bring a new member to the faction. However, the self-proclaimed leader of the Judgement Day, Finn Balor, has been trying to avoid it. With rampant speculation of former WWE superstar Alistair Black returning to the company very soon, the fans have been anticipating Black could join the Judgement Day, which could end up being a massive turnaround for the faction. There are a few signs that make it clear that Black would be the perfect addition to the faction. While Finn Balor is the current leader of the Judgement Day, he is seemingly phasing out after his recent string of losses on the Red brand, and probably needs a short break to clear his mind and return as a singles competitor. While Balor takes a break, the faction would need a new leader. While Dominik Mysterio could be the acting leader of the Judgement Day, it won't replace the need for a new member, seeing as they're already a man down. Alistair Black returning to WWE to join the faction as the new leader could get him some heel heat right away. Further, following Baylor's return, a potential feud with Black could end up being a massive way for the former Universal Champion to get back to his winning ways. Back in 2020, Seth Rollins and former WWE superstar Buddy Murphy had an intense rivalry with Rey Mysterio, just when the latter's son, Dominik Mysterio, made his wrestling debut. Rollins and Mysterio had the infamous eye for an eye match at Extreme Rules 2020, and then tried to take out Dominik's eye as well in the later weeks. However, Alistair Black got involved in that feud and saved the day for the young star, which turned out to be one of his final appearances in WWE. Following his return, Mysterio could return the favor to Black by adding him to the Judgement Day, which could turn out to be a massive story by itself. The Judgement Day Clubhouse is featured quite often on WWE Raw, with the members of the faction meeting there to discuss their matches and feuds. This week's Raw featured a meeting between the members before Dominik Mysterio brought up the point of adding a new member. However, Finn Balor turned it down once again. Interestingly, there was a skull hanging in the clubhouse, which could be a massive reference in itself. The Alistair Black character was all about dark arts and mind games previously, and this could be a massive tease of him joining the faction once he returns to the company. A few more teases in the next couple of weeks could make things more clear. Fans will have to wait and see what Triple H has in store for Black once he returns to the company.